Okay, so we're working on step 7, evaluating premises on the basis of sufficiency. And we've made our way to example number 5. There's the diagram that we worked out back in step number 3. I'm just going to create another text box here for our evaluation of the premises based on sufficiency. I'm going to start at the bottom of the diagram, which is what I like to do, and I'm going to ask whether 2, which is the only piece of evidence for 3, is sufficient for 3. Real estate always appreciates, therefore you will definitely get your money back. So is that enough is the fact that real estate always appreciates, take that to be acceptable, is that enough to establish you will definitely get your money back? Not quite. If the rate of appreciation is fairly low and the house needs significant repairs, especially if those repairs don't increase the value of the house, say, for example, a new roof, then the person may not get all of their money back. It is possible to lose money on a real estate deal, even if there is appreciation. Even, again, as I say in my explanation, especially if the appreciation rate is very low. All right, let's look at 4. Your mom would be so impressed, therefore you would finally earn her respect. Insufficient. Even if a person is impressed with one action by another person, that may not be enough to earn that person's complete respect. Okay, so I'd say that's insufficient. Then I'm going to evaluate 3, 5, and 6 all together because they are 3 pieces of evidence that are used to convince a person to buy a house. You'll definitely get your money back. Let's assume that's true. You'd finally earn your mother's respect. Let's assume that's true. And interest rates are really low. Let's assume they're all true, all acceptable, all relevant. Are they sufficient? And I would say they are insufficient. Although these may be some good reasons to buy a house, there are too many relevant matters that this argument doesn't address. Most crucially, the person needs to find out if they can afford a house payment. Also, the person needs to consider how long they plan to stay in that particular location. Even if they can afford a house, if there's a good possibility that they will want to move in 2 or 3 years, then purchasing a house may not be a good option. There are probably lots of buying a house is a very big decision, so there are probably lots of other things need to be considered. But the sufficiency question says, even if these are all relevant, and even if these are all acceptable, are they enough? And these 3, in my estimation, just aren't enough to establish the claim you should buy a house. So I think these 3 are insufficient, even if they are acceptable, and even if they are relevant. Okay, that's step 7.